Okay, I'm back. It is my 1 year Locaversary. Literally, well, tomorrow, the 25th, was the last day of my install, so I'm considering that to be my official Locaversary day. So, tomorrow, on August 25th, I will be officially 1 year locked. What has this first year been like? It's been amazing, honestly. Just the fact that I don't have to worry about my hair. Like, this is, I'm repeating this in every single video, but literally the fact that I don't have to worry about how my hair looks on the day-to-day basis. Like, oh my god, I gotta spend 4 hours washing, detangling, and doing some sort of protective or maintenance style. Washing alone, so much faster. I braid and band my hair, and I shampoo twice with my clarifying shampoo, rinse my hair as best I can, try to get all the soap out, and I leave my hair in the braids till the next day. I let them dry in the braids. My loctician wet my hair so it's not as crinkly with the braid out. Today, oh, by the way, I did get a retie today. So, yeah. Easy. It's so low maintenance. I love it. And my hair has grown so much. She showed me where my hair, the length of my hair is actually hitting, and it's below my armpit. I did not think it was that long. Like, I don't stretch my hair really, so this is about as much length as I see. I do like a little stretch like this, but I don't really pull, so I'm not all that, like, I like to see the length, but I'm not fixated on it. It's not the most important thing to me. I was ready to cut all this hair off before getting these locks. So yeah, I have some things written down. I'm going to basically like read some of this stuff. These are like things that I jotted down when I was thinking about questions or information that I just wanted to share on my year of being locked. So I guess starting in the front, I had a baby lock installed. I believe it's this one. It's not so small anymore. It was like this long, literally, like this when she first put it in, and now it's either this one or this one. No, it's not that one. It's this one. So it grew a lot. This lock was cut because it had like budding in the middle, and then it was thin, and then another big bud. So she recommended cutting it, so I agreed. I'm not all that fixated on my hair, like I said, so she thought it would be best to just cut it. I said that's fine with me. So that was put in at 4 or 5 months into my journey, and so 4 or 5 months into my journey, that was, I'm so bad at math and I'm tired. I'm gonna edit that part out because I'm not doing the math right now. I'm kind of brain dead. I had a lock repair. Yes, that did happen. A lock broke off. I have no idea where this lock is. It was somewhere on this side. I mentioned it in the previous video, I believe. It broke off. I did have it reattached, and she basically crocheted that whole lock and made it an instant lock. So that one specific lock is completely locked. The rest of my hair is not. My ends are still very curly. My ends are not locked at all. 1 year in. I honestly don't mind the little curls staying. I think they're cute. If they lock up, which I'm sure they will eventually, I don't mind that either. I love my hair regardless. No, I'll save that for later. Second thing I noted was looking at my locks closely, you can see that my locks are thicker. Oh yeah, my locks are thicker at closer to the root than towards my ends, which my loctician also said was normal. And you know, I blow dried my hair. I slowed down towards the end, but I used to blow dry my hair every single time I washed it. So there is a bit of heat damage and stuff like that. So, and I probably had like breakage and stuff. So the ends of my hair along the shaft are thinner compared to my roots, or closer to my roots. They're much more thicker and healthier. So that's one thing that I noticed. I also have a lot of frizz, which you can't see right now because like I said, I got my retie done today, and my loctician, she wraps like the loose strands of hair around the lock. So you can't see it right now, but my locks are very frizzy. Typically, they have a lot of frizz. One thing that did kind of help with my frizz was, and locking my hair a little more, was salt water. I did not do that on purpose. I went on vacation, and the water at the beaches were salt water, and of course I'm gonna go in the water and have fun with my family, and I did not bring any swim caps or anything like that. So my hair was getting wet with salt water. I had salt crystals and all that all over my hair. That stuff is hard to rinse out. However, it did speed up some of my locking process. Like, my ends are not locked, but the shafts, like around here, are pretty locked. Like, they still stretch. You can still see a little bit of the pattern in it, but feel wise, they have swelled, and they are very like coarse, and like, I don't know how to explain it, but they are locking. What was the third one? The third is, oh, okay, volume. Talking about how closer to my roots are thicker. I've seen a lot of volume come in since my install, and my hair is of course going to continue to grow, and I am looking forward to seeing that volume that's happening up here come down. So I am excited to see more volume that's coming in the future. I have pretty good volume density right now, especially for my low lock count for Sisterlocks. I have 354 locks with this little one being added. So I am considered under, but that is normal, I guess, because I have a small head and my hair is normal. It's not thick. I thought it was thick, but apparently it's more normal volume. I think that's how you say it, or density. It's not like super thick and full. So for my head size and the square inch per strand on my scalp, this is the correct number of locks for my head. And I do agree, because it does look pretty full and it's not scalpy at all. So I struggle a little bit, I won't lie. I do get like lock envy for people who have like voluminous, full, luscious locks, and I want that. And I know I still have a long way to go. I will probably be there. I have a long way to go. Like I said, up here it's more, you know, fuller and cylindery looking, rather than down here, which is just like almost looks like a wash and go or something. I don't know. It's cute, don't get me wrong, I love it, but I do envy like those mature full long locks. They're so beautiful. Anyways, moving on. For, let's see. Oh, okay, so I wanted to talk about my hair before getting locks. Okay, I'll just read it. It says, before the locks a little, I was natural for 10 years, and I would blow dry my hair. I thought my hair was still in good health because it would still curl and shrink and all the good natural kinky hair stuff. But I was obviously wrong. Yeah, that's me like touching on how this part is thicker and healthier versus the bottoms, which are more skinny and like curly, wavy. My hair obviously wasn't in as good a health as I thought it was. It wasn't bad, it wasn't horrible, but it could have been in better health. So yeah, next is braiding and banding. I need to like confine my notes because it's like this. I write for each point is like a paragraph. I need to like write bullet points, or at least do a bullet at the top and then like a little summary of roughly what I want to say, because I actually have to take time to read it to know like what my next point is. And this one was braiding and banding. Yes, I'm nowhere near stopping with the braiding and the banding. Like I said, my ends are still very curly, they're still very loose, they still like come apart. My son pulls on them all the time. He loves watching them just like spring back. So yeah, nowhere near being at the end of braiding and banding. My loctician did say some of her ends are still curly, and she's been locked for 3 years, I think. And some of her ends are still curly, and she said like she's just accepted the fact that they're never going to curl, and she's considering maybe at some point just cutting them off. And I mentioned here that I may do the same if, you know, if I have like mature locks and they're super straight and cylinder and my ends are just like looking like this, I would cut them too. Especially since it's a lot for me. For her, it's just like a couple of strands that are still curly. Frizz, I already talked about frizz. Oh, okay, I also mentioned extending my reties. So when I was about 10 months, like right after I came back from my trip with the salt water that helped lock up my hair a little more, my loctician told me that I can extend my reties from 4 to 6 weeks to like around 6 to 9 months. Not months, weeks. Did I say months this whole time? Forgive me. Weeks, not months. Not months. So that's it's about a month in between. A little over a month and a half between each retie. I still tend to also it was around 8 or 9 months that she said I can move from 4 to 6 weeks to 6 to 8 weeks. Reading my own notes wrong. Get it together, girl. Okay. Next, length. I can definitely see growth, especially today. She didn't straighten my hair, but she wet it to like have it weighed down, and like I said, it goes past a little past my armpit, a little below my armpit. So yes, my hair has grown a lot. Right now, looking at my hair, this is what my hair, the length that my hair was at, still sitting in the seat right after she finished installing my locks. And if you know your lock journey or having a lock journey, your hair shrinks a lot. So my hair was about 14 to 16 inches in length before install. Once she installed them, they fell around here, and then of course they shrunk. They shrunk up to like here roughly, and now they're back down here. But of course, with wetting it and stretching it, they come down longer, a little more. So my hair has definitely grown. I've seen a lot of growth. I have not lost any locks completely. Like, I did have one break, and the one that broke, it didn't break like up here or anything. It was like maybe half the lock. So like if this was the lock that broke off, it broke off maybe like around here. So it wasn't like a whole entire lock. So I didn't lose any locks completely. It just one broke off. And if I'm being completely 100% honest, when she did my install, she was like trimming away some of the frizz, I think, and she accidentally cut one of the locks, and I believe that was the same lock that broke off. She reattached it, and it was well enough, I guess, until it broke off, and she just redid it again, reattached it again, and completely just locked that entire lock. And it makes more sense that she had to wait to do that, because when you first install it, like, the locks are nowhere near like how my locks are now. So I can understand that it'll be, I don't know how to explain it, but it'll hold a lot better. It can blend better than her trying to reattach it as a new lock without completely forcing like a instant lock. If that makes sense. I don't know how to really explain that. Like I said, I don't care. When she did it, she felt so bad. I was just like, it's fine. I don't care. Like, I care, but it's just like, I'm not like obsessive about my hair. It's hair. It'll grow back. My hair routine. I sleep with a bonnet. I don't know if I went over my hair routine since the beginning, but from the beginning until now, I did change it like 2 or 3 times. At first, I was braiding and banding my hair to sleep, and I would tie it down with a scarf. And then eventually I stopped doing that, and I just started like doing a bun or something, and then I put the scarf, and then I just stopped tying my hair down completely, and I moved on to a bonnet, and I leave my hair free in the bonnet, and that's how I sleep. And it's a satin bonnet, not silk, it's satin. Shampoo, I use I tried a couple. I think it's called Eden Tea Tree Oil and Peppermint Shampoo. I got that from Amazon. But what I mostly use now is a tea tree and peppermint shampoo from Trader Joe's, and it's only like $3. If you try to get it online, it's going to be expensive. It's like $15 if you try to get it online. Go to Trader Joe's and get it. It's like $3, $4 max if you get it at Trader Joe's. And I use that, and once a month, preferably before my reties, I used Cream of Nature apple cider vinegar rinse. So the Trader Joe's tea tree and peppermint shampoo, I dilute that with water in a spray bottle. I use that to wash my hair. I wash and rinse, and repeat. And then I use the apple cider vinegar rinse. I'll put that in, let it sit for maybe like up to 5 minutes, and then rinse that out of my hair. And I do that once a month before my retie. I use the Cream of Nature apple cider vinegar rinse. Not every time. What else? I don't use anything else in my hair. I don't. Maybe occasionally I will spritz water, but that is extremely rare. I rarely do that. I don't put any oils, no creams, anything like that in my hair. I leave my hair alone for the most part. I don't even style it much. This is literally how I wear my hair. This little part, and I wear it down, and I tie it up with a little tie. I always have it on my wrist if I'm too hot or anything like that. And that's really it. I don't do much to my hair. Drying my hair. Okay, yeah. I dry my hair with a, not cotton, it's more like a polyester t-shirt. And I use that to dry my hair and squeeze out the excess water. Like I said, I do leave my braids in overnight, and I take them out the next day once my hair is completely dry. Hairstyles. I said that already. I don't really do much to my hair. I'll put it in a bun, or I'll leave it down like this. I end up tying, it's summertime right now, so I end up tying up my hair a lot. But I don't really style my hair much. I was playing around a little bit with my hair in the beginning, but I don't do that anymore. I like to leave my hair alone. The low maintenance is what I like the most about it. Let me see what this is saying.
This is doing the dance.
Okay, that's all I have written down. Okay. So, one thing that I do want to add, we're at 22 minutes, okay. One thing that I do want to add is lock envy. I feel like my locks, I love them. Don't get me wrong, I love them. But I do still get like kind of insecure about it, I guess I'll say. It's not really insecure, maybe it is, but it's like you see, you know, the lock influencers, you know, especially like in the Sisterlock community and the micro lock, like the small lock community, like the higher your lock count is, the more full and volume your hair has. So I do see those, and I kind of feel like, is my locks ever going to look like that? Do I have enough locks for my hair to look like that? And like I debate, like, should I start over eventually at some point? Honestly, don't really want to do that, but I don't know. Maybe it depends on how things turn out. I can't foresee any of that, obviously, so I'll figure that out once I get there. But that is one concern that I do still have, is that I want like those full cylinder luscious locks, but you can only determine if they're going to be that way if you stay along the journey for the long run. And I'm a year in, so 1 year down and many more to go. There was something else that I really wanted to touch on with that. But like I said earlier, the locks that I have, you know, they're supposed to be, you know, the right amount for my head and for the amount of hair that I have. So, you know, I'm just gonna keep faith and keep on with the journey. Like I said, I love it. I love that I don't have to worry about my hair, and it's very easy to maintain and manage on a day-to-day basis. So yeah, I guess that is my 1 year luck update. Bye. Okay, so I forgot to do like a good look at my hair. So I'm gonna do that right now. I can't even, this is so low, or at least I can't see. So this is my 1 year retie. Front. Okay, now the back. Turn this. Here. Reach. And now you're coming down here. My bra strap is right here where my pinky is. And this is, look at that. Show it back. Red. Still really bad doing that. But yeah, let's go look at my hair. I hope I hope it was visible. I don't really know. But yeah, that's the look at my hair. See if you can see any frizz. It's too much. You can see a little bit of frizz. It's really much worse. Really much worse than it's showing right now. I showed my ends already. I'll show them again. Still very curly. So yeah, still look at my hair.